Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Clare Gallagher before the 2021 Western States 100. How are you, Clare?
I'm great, Brian. Great to see you.
Likewise. It's been a long time.
I know. And you've had a crazy couple weeks, so thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Most of you don't know this, but Brian's had a hell of a 2 weeks, so give him and Megan a lot of patience.
We're here. We're doing it. We're going to get it done.
Yeah.
As are you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What is on your mind, Clare?
I'm grateful to be here. I mean, we were just saying how green it is, which is unique right now in the American West. And yeah, I mean, it's go time. We've been raining for 2 years. I mean, amid massive devastation, but
and you've not done a whole lot of racing. You kind of did a little tune up up at Scout Mountain Ultra.
Yeah.
21 miler.
21 miler. But yeah, the longest run I've done in this spring, it was a 50K. So, yeah.
Was that just as a training run, or is it?
I did a 50K race in Fruita, and I've been staying pretty local in Colorado. And yeah, but I don't run high mileage to begin with, so I feel as ready as I'm gonna be.
Yeah, let's go there. You live in Boulder, which has just a tremendous number of competitive, super type A athletes that do incredible things with high mileage and high intensity. That's not you necessarily.
No.
How do you maintain that in that environment?
Well, I know my limits. I think it takes quite a bit of inward reflection and honestly confidence to know when I get injured, which is 70 to 80 miles a week tops. My coach, David Roche, is a savant. I mean, he knows what training to give me that works for my body. And so yes, even though I have these amazing people to train with, and there's a lot of higher mileage people around me, I just do my thing and yeah.
And how do you not get caught up? Because you also have a lot of enthusiasm and you're outgoing, and how do you not get caught, not in FOMO, but just saying yes to this person in the morning and that person in the afternoon and then again in the evening?
It's a great question, because I'm a very social runner, but even though I have only been at this sport for a few years, I have reached this point, I think, of enough experience, going on 5 years this summer of doing these long things, and that I just know my limits. I love to run so much that I want to be able to run every day if I can, and so by risking injury, if I were to go for a 90 or 100 mile week, is just not worth it to me.
Trying to eke out right to that asymptote is not there's the benefit is not enough to outweigh the possible risk of just not being able to enjoy running and being out with people.
Exactly. And I'll take a 4 mile run any day. I'll take a 2 mile run, if I can get out there, enjoy the trails. I mean, I was talking to Megan in Idaho, Megan Hicks, and she was just I love this sport so much, because you can have someone who runs 70 mile weeks who does well at ultras and someone who runs 140 mile weeks who does well. And it's just where I'm one end of that spectrum. Well, hopefully we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how this year turns out. But
I mean, and that's worked out for you in the past. 2019, what were you doing right before Western States?
Not running.
Not running. You're backpacking through Alaska.
Yeah, through the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge in northern Alaska. This year I had a much more traditional taper. I have been running in the month of June, and it's felt great and a total privilege. If anything, I just want to actually get out there and start going, because I've tapered pretty hard. So
are you still mixing in swimming with your training?
Yeah. For swimmers, they're going to think this is so funny. And I swam through high school, so I understand swimming enough, but I swim 1,000 yards, which takes me 20 minutes. And that's my swim session. So it's basically 20 minutes of Zen meditation. I do some breath holds, because I love holding my breath. I love, slowing down my heart rate as much as possible. And Yeah, I wouldn't call it the most effective aerobic training.
Okay.
Or it's not aerobic training,
but it's more of it's part of you rather than another training tool.
Yeah.
Or mental training. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's something I love to do. So it's one of those things where I'm just doing as much as I want to do.
Yeah.
Before it becomes miserable.
Right on. Yeah. I would think that, having known you a while, that you're standing here in Olympic Valley 2 years after winning Western States. I don't anticipate you having a ton of pressure on yourself. Is that true?
Yeah, I think that's very accurate. Yeah, you know me well enough that I don't put a lot of pressure on myself. Mm-hmm. I think if anything, I put the most pressure on myself. The people, my crew, my friends, my family, my coach, like my sponsors, Patagonia, I mean, La Sportiva, they don't put pressure on me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here because I want to be. It's going to be fun. And if we're not smiling, then like, I'm going to slow down until like we're having fun. It's a mindset that works for me. And yeah.
Maybe in the last 10 or 20 miles, right?
Yeah. Okay, I won't be smiling the whole day. I honestly probably won't smile that much. But it's the mindset, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is so matters, right? Like this sport is so mental. Mm-hmm. Everyone who toes the start line on Saturday is going to be obscenely fit, obscenely well prepared, so ready. But like, this is not just a game about legs, you know? Like,
so enjoyment is a mental tool and strategy for, I mean, both enjoying yourself on a first level, but on a second level, performance.
I think so.
Is that because it like makes some of the miles go by, or you're not stressing against yourself, or what do you think the mechanics are of?
I think there's some element of putting this into perspective. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a privilege to be here. We get to go run 100 miles on like gorgeous, amazing trail with like hundreds of people, you know, all here for this same purpose. Like, it's incredible. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to be cliche or like overly, you know, whatever, like stars and rainbows, but like, I think it's okay to take a step back and be like, this is awesome. Like, we should be so grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah. What do you most hope to get out of this weekend?
I hope my crew has a good time. I had an amazing crew in 2019, and I felt, and we have some of the same people, and then I have it's all my Boulder friends, right? Mm-hmm. And so we'll be channeling them from 2019. I've got my brother now here this year, and some other friends, and you know, it's just like, I want them to have a good day. I want to finish the race. Mm-hmm. That's my number one competitive goal. First and foremost, like, yes, I would like to get top 10. That's like my next competitive goal. But that's about it.
Have you thought at all about like what you're capable of this weekend?
I know I'm capable of placing higher, like on a good day, if I have a good day. But I don't really go there too much, at least in this leading up to process. Like, I'll start to think about those types of goals after Michigan Bluff. Because Michigan Bluff sucks. Like, it is so hard that, you know, you've done 55 miles of the race. I was like sucking wind there in 2019. I think Brittany was only like 2 minutes behind me there or something, within 5 minutes. And like Casey's right behind her. And so anyways, that's just a moment where I can be like, what do I have left for 45 miles? You know, what is my mindset going into Forest Hill? You know, how much rice do I need to eat? Or whatever.
But up until that, all you can do is know that you're fit and ready and rested, right?
Yeah.
And you can tick all those boxes right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You know, I think I'm a pretty good sleeper, but I just read this really, really good fiction book called Sleep Donation, Karen Russell, and it's about this like world of insomniacs, and people have to like donate their sleep. I'm sorry for the tangent, but of course, after I finished this book, I'm like, oh my God, am I like getting hung up on my sleep?
So you're saying, are you sort of sliding in there? I'm asking for a sleep donation. Claire, do you need a sleep donation? Everybody, 5 minutes of sleep for Claire.
Yeah. You get the concept of the book.
Oh,
yeah. That's the exact concept. Highly recommend it. It was written pre-pandemic too, and it's like super apocalyptic. It's great. Well, not exactly.
No sleep till Auburn. Right?
Yeah.
Claire, good luck and have fun out there.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.